wrestling fans, and welcome to another exciting edition of Gotmark76 this week. We have a great show lined up for you today, as our main event features the modern-day warrior, Kerry von Erich, defending his world-class Championship Wrestling World Heavyweight title against the Latin heartthrob, Perez. We are only 3 weeks away from WrestleMania, and we will see Ken Patera take on former friend Billy Jack Haynes. We will also see the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase defend his Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship against former champion Don the Rock Muraco. However, we start today's show in the NWA, as last week, Buddy Jack Roberts walked out on fellow Freebird member Jimmy Jam Garvin in a tag team match against Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert and Wildfire Tommy Rich. Later on in the show, Michael P.S. Haynes stated that he had booked all 4 members of the Fabulous Freebirds in an 8-man tag, as the Fabulous Freebirds were set to go against Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, Wildfire Tommy Rich, Ranger Ross, and the Italian Stallion. However, Michael P.S. Haynes and Bam Bam Terry Gordy did not make it to the arena, thus making the 8-man tag a standard tag, as Buddy Jack Roberts and Jimmy Jam Garvin go against Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert and Tommy Rich in a rematch from last week. Headlock by Jimmy Garvin. Gilbert maneuvering his way out, throws Garvin against the ropes, up and over goes Garvin, and a clothesline by Gilbert takes Jimmy Garvin down. A little trepidation on the behalf of Jimmy Jam Garvin, as last week Buddy Jack Roberts walked out on Jimmy Garvin. And this match scheduled to be an 8-man tag, but Terry Gordy and Michael Haynes did not make it to the arena. As Gilbert takes Jimmy Garvin down, so I'm imagining that Buddy Roberts will try to regain the trust of Jimmy Jam Garvin, as Garvin wisely rolls out of the ring, but is met by Gilbert and rams the top of Gilbert's head into Jimmy Garvin's face. And now Gilbert turning over Garvin for a Boston Crab, but Garvin makes it to the ropes. And Gilbert picks up Garvin. And a punch to the midsection, another punch to the midsection. And a clothesline from behind by Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, who tags in Tommy Rich. Rich scored the victory last week by pinning Jimmy Jam Garvin after nailing that pile driver. And Garvin fighting back. And a beautiful drop kick by Jimmy Garvin takes Wildfire Tommy Rich down, and dropping the elbow across the chest. And Garvin makes a tag, and this time Buddy Roberts tags in. But Roberts is met by a clothesline by Tommy Rich, takes Buddy Roberts down. Front face lock by Tommy Rich, working the arm now of Buddy Roberts, who makes it to the ropes. And an inside cradle by Tommy Rich. This could be it. Referee counts 1, 2, and a kick out of 2. And Rich staying on top of Buddy Jack Roberts. Picks up Roberts. A scoop slam, and down goes Buddy Roberts. As Wildfire Tommy Rich tries to entice this crowd. And now Tommy Rich tying up Buddy Roberts like a pretzel. And Buddy Roberts is not one who I know to submit. Fights his way out in a series of chops by Tommy Rich, as a PS4 recording skips, and a chop by Tommy Rich, a kick to the midsection, another kick to the midsection, and Tommy Rich firing away on all cylinders on Buddy Jack Roberts, as Buddy Jack has Tommy Rich, and Rich elbows out, a third elbow breaks the maneuver, and Tommy Rich whips Buddy Roberts into the turnbuckle and charges with a clothesline, and down goes Buddy Jack. Jack desperately needs to make a tag, and he does, and here comes Jimmy Garvin, who's met with a clothesline, taken down by Tommy Rich. The momentum did not last very long for the Freebirds. And now hard into the turnbuckle goes Garvin in a big uppercut by Tommy Rich. Goes for the cover. Referee in position counts 1. And the kick out at 1 by Jimmy Garvin. Garvin in trouble, but reverses it. And an arm drag takeover on Tommy Rich. And a big clothesline up and over the top rope. Goes wildfire Tommy Rich. And the referee has begun to count. It is not like Michael Haynes and Terry Gordy to not make an appearance. I'm sure it's something we'll need to look into in future weeks. But Garvin throwing Tommy Rich into the ring, and I'm sure that there was hesitation on the part of Garvin as he drops Tommy Rich face first into those wooden steps. And Garvin throws Tommy Rich into the ring. The referee continuing his count. And Garvin with a big elbow. Better get back in the ring. He does. Now Gilbert trying to make a tag to his partner Tommy Rich. And now Jimmy Garvin going for a figure 4 leg lock. He has it locked in on Tommy Rich. And Gilbert in the ring breaks up the hold with a kick, and it nails him. Garvin with a punch to the head. And now Garvin makes a tag, and here comes Buddy Roberts. Gilbert perched high on the top rope, but he didn't see him in a drop kick. Off the top rope to the back of the head of Buddy Jack Roberts. And Gilbert nailed him with a drop kick. Beautiful maneuver. And Rich, the PlayStation skipped again, but Rich with a series of right hands inside cradle. Buddy Roberts down. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. And now all 4 men in the ring. Garvin takes out Hot Stuff, and Rich with a pile driver on Buddy Roberts and nails him. That's how he put Jimmy Garvin away last week. Goes for the cover. Referee counts 1, 2, and 3. And Tommy Rich and Eddie Gilbert are victorious here on NWA Pro. And here are some highlights from earlier in the contest. And this time the Freebirds on the losing effort, but Buddy Roberts stayed the entire match. So even though they still lost the match, maybe, just maybe, the Freebirds are working on making this 4-man Freebird group work out. Oh, and Buddy Roberts is mad. He's mad in the ring. He's upset, and Jimmy Garvin checks on Buddy Roberts, but maybe they can take this as a small step of momentum in a positive direction, because they lasted the match. They just ended up on the losing end. Fans, will have more NWA Pro after this quick timeout. And wait a second. That's the Samoan SWAT team. They don't even wrestle here in the NWA, and they're attacking the they're not attacking the Freebirds. They're attacking Garvin, and Buddy Roberts nails Garvin. What is going on here? Don't tell me it was a setup all along, as Buddy Roberts and the Samoan SWAT team stand over Jimmy Garvin. So Buddy Jack Roberts bringing the Samoan SWAT team to the NWA. Buddy Jack managed the Samoan SWAT team during their time in World Class Championship Wrestling, and now they've made their way to the NWA. I can only imagine a feud with the fabulous Freebirds will be in store. I'm sure we'll have much more in the upcoming weeks. Let's turn our attention to the World Wrestling Federation, as our following contest will feature Ken Patera taking on former friend and ally Billy Jack Haynes. Let's go to Primetime Wrestling for our next match. And the bell has rung as these two former friends go against each other, collar and elbow tie-up. And Billy Jack working the arm of Ken Patera. who reverses it, and now working the arm of Billy Jack Haynes. Thus far with a takedown by Patera. And Patera giving Billy Jack time to get back to his feet. Another collar and elbow tie-up. Billy Jack with a headlock. Now working the arm of Patera, a scientific match to begin. Reversal by Patera, another headlock by Patera. And a takedown by Patera. And Billy Jack fights his way out. And a front face lock by Ken Patera. Working the arm, takes down Billy Jack. And now, tying the arm and twisting the leg in a single leg crab. And Patera working over the lower body of Billy Jack Haynes, who's able to get out and kick off Ken Patera. And an arm drag by Billy Jack and a kick to the back. And a forearm by Patera. And the opening of this contest was very scientific, but a boot by Haynes and a forearm by Patera, and now a clothesline by Patera, and things are starting to heat up. And a takedown by Haynes. These two traveled the road together. They were tag team partners on several occasions. And there's a relationship that is built when you spend so much time together on the road as Patera nails an uppercut. So when Ken Patera was signed to Bobby Heenan, I'm sure no one was more shocked than Hercules, but Billy Jack Haynes is probably a close second. And a beautiful drop kick by Ken Patera takes Billy Jack Haynes down. Another drop kick, and Haynes goes down again. Patera going for the cover. Referee was out of position, and a kick out at one by Billy Jack Haynes. So Billy Jack trying to talk sense into Ken Patera, asking him why did he join the Heenan family. And I think Patera had 100,000 reasons why. Of course, he may have 0 reasons why when Hercules gets through with him at WrestleMania. As Billy Jack goes for the cover. The referee counts 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.5 by Ken Patera. And Billy Jack Haynes wants a faster count by the referee. Now Patera with a series of right hands. Off the ropes. And a DDT by Billy Jack Haynes takes Patera down. And now Patera working the head. Haynes working the head of Patera. And Billy Jack. And an inside cradle by Patera. The referee in position this time. 1, and the kick out at 1 by Haynes. And Patera staying on top of Billy Jack Haynes, going on the outside. And now he's back into the ring. Patera has Haynes, and gave Haynes a little bit too much time as Haynes takes Patera down. And a kick to the midsection by Patera, another drop kick. That time a spinning kind takes Billy Jack Haynes down. He's on the outside. Now Patera has Haynes. And a beautiful belly-to-belly suplex back into the ring. And Patera, I think he's showing a little bit of respect to Haynes. And has Haynes, and here's a full Nelson. The finishing maneuver of both of these competitors. And Patera has a full Nelson knocked in, and Haynes taps out. And I would think that's the most scientific match I would expect. Between these two former friends, I think Ken Patera did not resort to some of the tactics that we would expect from a Heenan family member. But he gets the victory with a beautiful full Nelson, which is also the finishing maneuver of Billy Jack Haynes. And Ken Patera will have his chance to I guess, retain his $100,000 and at the same time keeping his manager out of the ring. They are set Hercules Hernandez and Ken Patera at WrestleMania. And if Hercules wins, he gets the $100,000 and 5 minutes in the ring with Bobby the Brain Heenan. But there's the full Nelson, and Patera gets the victory over former friend Billy Jack Haynes. A scientific match here on Primetime Wrestling, one that I am quite surprised happened. And Patera getting the response from the fans here. And I think he's going outside to check on Billy Jack Haynes. I mean, it was a great scientific match. Picks up Haynes. And there you go, a showmanship. Oh, and a showmanship, but Patera goes after Haynes. Patera with an uppercut. Patera picks up Billy Jack Haynes. And another uppercut takes Haynes down. Come on. It was a scientific match that Patera won fair and square. Oh, and a beautiful belly-to-back suplex. Oh, and another one. And a third, up and over goes Haynes. Wait, what happened here? Patera won the match gracefully, but he's being a sore winner by attacking Haynes afterwards. Oh, and a silent slam on the concrete floor. Fans, we have more prime time after this quick timeout. 2 weeks ago at NWA Wrestle War, Gary Hart accompanied Lex Luger to ringside during his world title opportunity against Nature Boy Ric Flair. At the end of the contest, it was J-Tex Corporation member Terry Funk who ran to the ring with a steel chair, clobbering Nature Boy Ric Flair and getting Lex Luger disqualified in the process. So for the last couple of weeks, fans have been asking what the relationship between Gary Hart and Lex Luger is. Here is Gary Hart to shed some light. We are 3 weeks away from WrestleMania, and the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase is scheduled to defend his Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship against Rowdy Roddy Piper. However, that could all change as tonight DiBiase defends the title against the former champion, Don the Rock Muraco. DiBiase, in an interview prior to his defense of the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship, had these words to say. And welcome back to Primetime Wrestling. Don Muraco looking to reclaim the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship that he lost at the Royal Rumble to Ted DiBiase, and a referee calls for the bell. And away we go. Ted DiBiase has the insurance policy that is 8 feet tall in the name of Andre the Giant. So Andre the Giant and Virgil are in DiBiase's corner for this match. Of course, Muraco has the managerial services of one superstar Billy Graham. However, no matter how you measure it, it will take more than one superstar Graham to equal an Andre the Giant. So Muraco still has to be on the lookout for outside interference as DiBiase nails Muraco. Roll up from behind. DiBiase has him down for a 1. And a kick out at 1 by Muraco. And a big clothesline by DiBiase takes Muraco down. Waiting in the wings, April 1st, WrestleMania's Rowdy Roddy Piper. He will face the winner of this match for the title at WrestleMania. And DiBiase stepping outside, having a few words with Virgil, and grabbing the head of Muraco and ramming it down across the top rope. DiBiase rolling up Muraco from behind. The referee counts. DiBiase has the tights too, and a kick out by Muraco, And DiBiase with another clothesline takes Muraco down. And Muraco with a headlock. In trouble as DiBiase tightens the grip. And DiBiase in control here in the early going of this contest. A few near-fall attempts by DiBiase as well. And Muraco breaks a hold with a big forearm to the face. And another overhand punch sends DiBiase reeling. Has DiBiase up in a slingshot, takes DiBiase down. Up and over goes DiBiase. And Muraco has regained control, stomping away now on DiBiase. And a big right hand takes him down. DiBiase wisely rolling out to the outside fans. We have to take a quick break. We'll be right back into this quick timeout. And a power slam! A power slam by Muraco! One, down, kick out at one by DiBiase. Oh, Muraco nailed that power slam off the ropes. That rebound. And nailed DiBiase, but only got a 1 count. But Muraco staying on top of DiBiase. And now working the neck of the $1 Million Man. Muraco's looking to win his title back as DiBiase sweeps the leg and takes Muraco down. And now DiBiase has Muraco up in a suplex. Up goes Muraco and down goes Muraco. Going for the cover. 2 and a kick out at 2 by Muraco. During that commercial break, it was all Muraco, but DiBiase taking control now, throwing Muraco up and over the top rope. And DiBiase following suit. Picks up Muraco. The referee's begun to count. Snapmare takeover by DiBiase, working the neck and the head of Don Muraco. And DiBiase whipping Muraco hard into the steel stairs. And Superstar Graham looks on, having words with the $1 Million Man, who enters the ring. The referee counts up to 4, and DiBiase will take a count-out victory to retain the championship. And I think Virgil slid a chair in the ring, which has caught the attention of DiBiase. And Muraco back in the ring. And DiBiase whips Muraco into the ropes, and a big clothesline takes Muraco down. And Virgil circling around Superstar Graham. And $1 Million Dream locked in. Is Muraco going to tap? The $1 Million Dream is locked in. Muraco's fighting it for everything he can. Trying to angle his body where he can slip out of it. And Muraco trying to slide out. Can Muraco escape? And he does. He slides out and flips DiBiase over in the process. And a big boot by Muraco takes DiBiase down. And Andre making his presence felt, having words with Muraco. And a big elbow by Muraco, but an inside cradle by DiBiase. Referee counts, but Muraco made it to the ropes. DiBiase missing with an axe handle. Muraco not missing with a big right hand, and DiBiase goes down. And DiBiase with a big right hand misses a clothesline that time. And Muraco has DiBiase up. The Hawaiian Crunch Tombstone nails him. We could have a new champion as Muraco nails DiBiase with a Hawaiian Crunch Tombstone piledriver. Muraco dragging DiBiase to the center of the ring. Goes for the cover, and Andre the Giant getting the attention of the referee. Are you kidding me? Muraco had the match won. Muraco had DiBiase pinned. And Muraco setting up DiBiase again. Has DiBiase up for another tombstone. But wait, DiBiase reverses it. Takes Muraco down and hits his own. Hits his own tombstone on Muraco. Referee in possession 1, 2, and 3. And DiBiase retains the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship here on Primetime Wrestling. What a miscarriage of justice as Don Muraco had the Tombstone Piledriver hit on DiBiase, and Andre the Giant interfered, distracting the referee from making the 3 count. And as Muraco went for it again, DiBiase reversed it, nailed his own tombstone, and got the pinfall victory. So we'll give the assist in this match to Andre the Giant. And there's a reversal by DiBiase, who nails Muraco with a tombstone, and that was all she wrote. Fans, it will be DiBiase defending the title against Roddy Piper in 3 weeks' time at WrestleMania. Don't go away, we'll be right back after this quick timeout. Welcome back to Gotmark76. This week it is time for our main event as Kerry Von Erich defends the World Class Heavyweight Championship against Perez. Prior to the contest, Kerry Von Erich was attacked backstage by Perez and Iceman King Parsons. World-class officials stated that Kerry Von Erich could defend the championship at another time. However, being the champion that Kerry is, decided to go forward and defend the title anyway. Without further ado, our main event, Kerry Von Erich versus Perez for the World-Class Heavyweight Championship. Then Perez going with the jab. The dropkick did not even stun the modern-day Warrior, as Perez has Kerry up in an airplane spin and thrown down to the mat. And a kick to the back. That back, of course, was attacked earlier in the day as Iceman Parsons and Perez double-teamed Kerry before his brother Kevin was able to save him. So I would think that the advantage in the early going goes to Perez. And Perez will look to try and put this match away early and fast. As Perez meets Von Erich with an elbow and a knee to the midsection, has him up. Going for a butterfly suplex, but reversed into a neck breaker by Perez. Takes Von Erich down. And Kerry is in trouble. Kerry could have defended his title another time. The world-class officials were okay. They knew he was attacked, but Kerry insisted on being a fighting champion, and that may come back and haunt him as he takes Perez down with a belly-to-back suplex and knee to the back of his own. And Von Erich in control. Kerry with a big knee takes Perez down. And now Kerry positioning Perez in a big forearm to the back of the neck. And a diving knee by Kerry. And now Kerry has regained control. Another diving knee by Kerry, and Perez is in trouble. And now Kerry staying on top of Al. Picks him up. And a big right hand by Kerry. And a backbreaker by Kerry. Takes Perez down. And Kerry in control, dropping the elbow in the lower back of the Latin heartthrob. And now Kerry rolling Perez to the middle of the ring. Goes for the cover. And a kick out of the one by Perez. Ooh, a big punch to the side of the head by Kerry. A knee to the back. And now Kerry methodically taking apart the Latin heartthrob. And stomping away, and Kerry now working the arm of Perez. Well, Perez fighting back with a big right hand as Kerry was going to look to lock on a leg lock. Try saying that 5 times fast. Into the ropes. Kerry, up and over goes Perez. And a stalemate. Now Kerry has Perez. Throws him into the turnbuckle and charges from behind with a clothesline. Takes Perez down. Now going for the leg lock on Perez. And now Kerry has that leg lock locked in. Perez makes it to the ropes and Kerry has to break it, but the damage may already be done. And Kerry embracing the fans here in the Sportatorium in Dallas, Texas. Stomping away on the Latin heartthrob. And Kerry with a belly-to-back suplex from behind, and Perez is down. Kerry dragging Perez to the middle of the ring. Goes for the cover again. Could he retain 1, 2, and a kick out of 2. And Perez has a lot of fight left, it appears. Big right hand by Kerry. Oh, and drops Perez back. And Kerry in control. Kerry has been a fighting champion. He's defended that title against Killer Khan. Iceman, King Parsons, dropkick from behind by Perez. Black Bart, to name a few. And Kerry Von Erich. Oh, and a dropkick by Perez. Takes Kerry down to the floor here. And Perez following suit. Has to be mindful of the count. He cannot win the title via counting. And it was Kerry being a fighting champion that has put him in this predicament where he insisted on defending the title against Perez as he has him against the guardrail. And Perez throws Kerry across the ring. The referee's count is up to 5, 6. And if this match ends in a double countout, Kerry will retain. But Perez throwing Kerry back in the ring and both men back in the ring. And Perez stomping away. But Kerry trying to fight back. Perez reverses it. Has Kerry into the ropes. Oh, and a beautiful arm drag takeover by Perez. And now Perez working over the modern day warrior. Oh, working the leg now of Kerry Von Erich is Perez. And Perez staying on top of Kerry as he takes a breather in the corner. And Perez, with a beautiful drop kick, takes Kerry down. Kerry wisely rolling out to the outside to get away from Perez. But Perez drop kicks him again on the outside. And Kerry again, the second time in this contest, jumps from the ring apron, drop kicked off the ring apron to the floor. And now Perez is like a shark that smells blood. He throws Kerry back into the ring. Perez picking up Kerry. Oh, and nails him with a forearm, and Kerry's been busted open. Perez dragging Kerry to the middle of the ring. He goes for the cover. Referee counts 1, 2, and a kick out of 2 by Kerry Von Erich. And Kerry's been busted open. And Perez staying on top of Kerry. And going for a kick, but Kerry blocks it. And a knee by Kerry takes Perez down. Von Erich is not done yet. But Perez with a shoulder block. And each and every time Perez takes Kerry down, it takes longer for him to get back up. And Perez working the leg now, going for the cover. Referee was out of position, 1, 2, and a kick out of 2 by Kerry. And the referee being out of position may have saved the world-class championship for Kerry Von Erich. As Perez picks him back up in a big right hand. Oh, and Kerry staggering. Into the turnbuckle goes Kerry. And charging is Perez. And a beautiful monkey flip by Perez takes Kerry out of the corner. And now Perez with a series of elbows to the top of the forehead. He's already been busted open. And that's gonna make matters worse. But Kerry not giving up in a big clothesline. Takes Perez down. Stomping away now is Kerry. Trying to make a comeback, drops the elbow across the lower back of Perez. Rolls over Perez, going for the cover, 1, 2, and a kick out of 2 by Perez. And a busted open modern day warrior is not giving up. He's giving everything he has to retain the championship. As Perez setting off for some kind of a slam, Perez fights out in a big forearm. Takes Kerry down, goes for the cover, new champion, referee counts 1, 2, and 3, no, a kick out by Kerry. And Perez is arguing with the pace of the count, but Kerry did kick out. And now Perez setting him up. Could it be? A kick to the midsection. He's setting him up for that airplane spin throw. He has Kerry and tosses him halfway across the ring. The airplane spin toss tosses Kerry across the ring. We're going to have a new champion, Perez, rolling Kerry to the center of the ring. Goes for the cover, every counts 1, 2, and 3. And now Perez has defeated Kerry Von Erich for the World Class Championship Wrestling Heavyweight title. Kerry Von Erich gave a valiant effort. He insisted on defending the title after being attacked backstage and still almost pulled it out. But Al Perez just proved to be too much. And Al Perez has won the World Class Heavyweight title. And Kerry has nothing to be sorry for. He gave a valiant effort. An attack backstage. He got busted open during the contest and still gave it his all. But here was the turning point. Kerry set him up for a slam. Perez elbowed his way out and nailed another forearm, which is the move that busted Kerry open in the first place. Didn't get the cover there, but did get the pinfall after the airplane spin toss. And there he is, your new World Heavyweight Champion.
And new WCCW World Heavyweight Champion, Al Perez.
Fans, thank you for tuning in to Gotmark76 this week. We will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. What the what?